If you run a law firm, a marketing agency, a real estate agency, or some other professional services firm, keeping your books up to date can feel like a distraction. That is until the end of the year when you need to provide your financials to your tax team, or until some notice from a client comes up and you realize you've been underbilling them all year long. Keeping your books up to date should not be an afterthought. In today's video, I'll reveal the system that we use with most of our clients to help them keep their books up to date on a regular basis, save them a lot of time and money. I'm Jeff from Proseer. We help many professional services firms streamline their financial processes so they can focus on what matters, their clients, and growing their businesses. If you want to stay up to date with best practices and strategies to streamline your finances, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. We release tips weekly to make sure our subscribers are informed and operating the best they can. Be sure to stay to the end of the video where I'll share the cloud-based tech stack that can streamline your bookkeeping operations while setting you up to scale. But first, let's understand why this matters. If you're like most professional services companies, you don't have the luxury of simple, predictable, recurring income. You're juggling complex transactions, variable billing rates, long-term retainers, and project-based work that changes month to month. Without a tight system, it's easy for invoices to slip through the cracks and for expenses to get lost in the shuffle. According to a 2025 study, professional services firms lost approximately 9% of their revenue to poor bookkeeping processes. That's nearly 1 month of income lost every year. So how do you start? First, align your collections with your billing structures. To the extent that you have monthly recurring work, get those payments automated so that way you're not chasing down collections on a monthly basis. Next, for any of your transaction level work, make sure you have a process to get that information into your accounting system and onto an invoice, and streamline that process so you can send out invoices early on the next month. We'll talk more about that later. And for retainers, which I prefer because it eliminates the collection risk, make sure you track that separately in your accounting system and have your accounting team track against that as you work down that balance. It really helps if you track these revenue streams differently, so that way at the end of the year, you can analyze where your business came from and your collection patterns. Now remember, if you're not able to collect retainers in advance, your time equals money. So making sure if you bill for time that it gets into the accounting system and onto an invoice as quickly as possible can make your life a lot easier. So let's talk about time tracking. If you're a lawyer, an architect, or a marketing agency firm owner that bills for your time, it's really important that you have a system to track this regularly and make sure that you get that time onto an invoice with the least amount of friction possible. As a best practice, use a time tracking system that integrates with your invoicing process. That way, you can streamline getting the information onto invoices and into clients' hands so they can pay you faster. If time is your product and you're not tracking time accurately, you could be leaving money on the table. From what we're seeing, the latest cloud accounting platforms integrate with many time tracking tools or project management systems to eliminate duplicating the manual data entry process. A pro tip is to require your team to enter their time daily or at worst weekly, and then making sure all the time is caught up by the month end so that way you can send out invoices by the first of the month. Now remember, time is money, so the longer it takes you to send out your invoices and get them to your clients, the longer it could take them to pay you. Now that brings us to our next tip: streamline the collection process. If you can, add payment methods directly onto your invoice, whether that's payment instructions or links to pay via credit card or ACH. Sure, some of these processes may come with charges, but they could be well worth it for the convenience of not having to track down payment. The quicker you can get paid, the quicker you can redeploy that income or take that well-deserved vacation. Now that we talked about the revenue and collection side of the business, let's talk about paying your bills. For most professional services businesses, you can automate the majority of your expenses because they're recurring. Typically, it's payroll, subscriptions, office rent, insurance, other things that hit on the same day of the month for the same amount. For those non-recurring expenses, you can use new processes like virtual credit cards and robust expense programs to maintain a lot of control while getting those expenses paid with the least amount of manual data entry as possible. Now, you want to make sure you don't pay anything that's not approved, so building a payables process is super important. Whether you're setting up autopay for payroll or for your bills, we still recommend keeping a robust approval process so that way you maintain visibility on what's going out the door. We recommend using technology that integrates with your accounting system for streamlined reporting and for holistic visibility into your finances. Systems such as Ramp and Bill.com allow for you to have control over your spend while giving you that visibility over what needs to be paid and when. Remember, control and visibility goes in the opposite direction of speed. So we need to find a healthy balance, but it's really important that it's integrated into your accounting system so everyone can be operating on the same information with the same visibility. Automating your expenses is an easy lift that you can do to streamline your processes and eliminate manual data entry. These are simple programs that once implemented can provide you that control and streamline your processes. So now we build processes to bill and collect your clients, to pay your bills regularly. Now it's time to actually do your accounting. The good news is that if you're using the right technology for steps 1 and 2, reconciling your books and closing them on a regular basis is a breeze. If you built your systems and processes right, so that way you're using technology that all integrate into your accounting system, your accounting team will have visibility into all the transactions, all the accruals to be automated, and you'll be closing the books with the first week of the month. Now, whether that's you doing the work and closing your books through the bank feeds in your accounting system or an outsourced team, make sure you're reconciling the books on a weekly basis. This means posting all bank transactions, recording any accruals that are coming through your AP ledger, and making sure revenue is recognized in the period that it's earned. That sounds like a lot, but if you're using the tools that we talked about earlier on in this episode, your revenue can be automatically recognized when you send those invoices, and bills can be recognized as expenses when they're received. This makes closing the books on a weekly basis really easy. You're just matching transactions and putting them into the accounting system, but the hard work is already done. Weekly reconciliation can keep errors small. Now, if you just want to do it on a monthly basis, that's okay too. The workflow shouldn't change. I just recommend doing it weekly because the information will be fresh in your mind and you'll be able to avoid unwanted surprises at the month end. You'll also get real-time visibility into how your business is doing, which is the main point of doing your accounting anyway. The best practice we implement for our clients is a 5-day close at month end. Sure, we might be waiting for statements or reports that are going to impact the financials, but by having as much information into the system as we can, within 5 days, our clients get clear visibility into how they did that prior month, and they can make quick data-driven decisions. And if you execute on this program, it'll mean that by the 5th day of each month, you'll have clear visibility into how your business performed, and you can plan for the future. Now, the last tip could have been the first. What's really important is that as a foundation to all of these processes, you have a cloud-based accounting software. We prefer QuickBooks Online or Sage Intacct for multi-entity or more complex businesses. The important thing to consider is what accounting system do you need that'll integrate all your tools and can provide the visibility you need to you and your team in a streamlined manner. We prefer these tools because they're secure, robust, and allow for some collaboration regardless of where you're located. By using a cloud-based accounting system or ERP, you'll get the real-time visibility you need to make those data-driven decisions. You'll know where your business stands at any point, and you can communicate with your team and provide clear instructions based on data. Lastly, here's a bonus tip. Once you get your accounting system integrated and flowing correctly, you can even plug in a cash flow forecasting tool to give you visibility into where your cash balance is going to be in the future. This can help you plan for things like what to invest, maybe buying another business, or taking a distribution and going on a vacation that we talked about earlier. With the right cash flow forecasting tool integrated into your accounting system, you can automatically prepare financial forecasts, models, and budget versus actual comparisons. It could be a big unlock depending on the stage of your business. So remember, having clean books isn't just about saving your tax account time at year end. They can give you clarity to price better, negotiate stronger, and grow with confidence. According to latest industry data, firms that implement these strategies grow 31% faster than those that don't. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and share it with another business owner who could use this information. Also, don't hesitate to drop a comment with your biggest bookkeeping challenge, and I'll be sure to respond with some tips. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe, because every week we share practical financial advice tailored to business owners who want to protect their profits and scale with confidence. Talk to you soon.